See, you can see the darts coming at me. Gotta take care of these guys immediately, because their range is outrageous. Yeah, you deserve to get beaten to death. More armor options. Perfect. Fashion souls, as they call this game, which is fairly appropriate, considering cosmetics are very, very good. I do remember one time seeing a comment made by somebody that I know that because this guy always gets stuck here, by the way. This fellow. Because cosmetic armor is like the big deal in Dark Souls. Oh, I hate these bugs so much. These flying guys, they are so annoying. Not because of the damage they do, but just because they slowly follow you, slowly get close to you from miles away, too. They can follow you from super far away. See them down there in the right-hand corner? They're coming towards me. They are super aware. But I do remember a friend of mine once said that, oh my god, I can't see the poison. Oh my god, I just realized I won't be able to see the poison. Okay. This is very bad. Anyway, my friend said that what's the point in changing stats on armor if everybody just cares about the cosmetics? Shouldn't there be like, shouldn't you be able to like switch different stats on armor? Like, shouldn't you be able to have the defensive stats of Havel's armor if you're wearing like princess armor, since it's cosmetic and doesn't matter anyway to Dark Souls people? However, I felt that this was not the best, well thought out idea, because the whole point of being able, like, people who dress silly or like in their particular like waifu gear, they know they're taking that defensive thing, the defensive hit to their defense. They're not playing it competitively, or even if they are, they don't really care that much. Like, yeah, armor can make a big difference depending on what you wear, but when you get into high level, oh my god. This is very bad. I don't have any Estus, and we're going into the most poisoned area in the game. Thank goodness I have a lot of this. Okay. We are officially in trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble, because there is some goo. As you can see, we're going into like some kind of like pond or not dry land stuff, and that stuff poisons you. And while poison doesn't do an extreme amount of damage, it is noticeable and it will kill me eventually. So what we need to do, there are two bonfires. I need to run to one of them very quickly, because I don't know how much damage I'm going to be taking from the poison. Let alone... oh god, I can't run that fast. Let alone the enemies. Hey, look, this guy fell down here. From all the way up there. Is this the guy I kicked off the edge? Oh god. Is that the guy that I kicked all the way off the edge that one time and I was like, see ya? Oh wait, here's the bonfire. Hey! What a coinky-dink. Me coming all the way over here. Perfect. Yay, we've gotten through almost all of Blighttown. Fantastic. That's gone a lot better than I thought it was going to. That's wonderful. I don't think I died a single time. Let's go in here. Chest, please. Dragon scale. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I don't believe I've died a single time. Okay, wait a minute. Am I human? Yes. Okay, good. Because if not, I was going to humanize myself. Chest ahead. Yeah. Do I have any humanity? Humanity 4. Okay, good. Oops. Kindle, please. Oh my god, my foot! Did you see that? Sometimes my foot glitches out like this. You can sit too close to a bonfire, and your foot will just go crazy. Look at that. Have you ever seen anybody sit like that before? Ever? I mean, yeah, they might sit with their foot up like that, but not through their hand. Not on the fire. Oh, that's wonderful. I love you so much, Dark Souls. Because, again, it's a game that's very serious and has a lot of serious themes going on, like entropy and the decay of the human mind and loyalty and problems of, like, faith and stuff like that, and just where are we going in the world, in the life that we live. You know, is it all worth it? In the end, no matter what you do, you're going to die anyway. But then it has silly shit like this. And I love it, because I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Dark Souls itself really encapsulates a lot of what life is about, because life isn't just pain or fun or misery or joy. It's a combination of a lot of things, and man-eaters. If you're lucky, you'll meet a nice lady who will eat your man and chop you up. And here she is. You know what, Mildred? Mildred. I'm sorry, we need to have a little... We need to have a little thing. Okay, Mildred. Let's see who's the real Invisible Gunslinger #1. Let's see who's the real master. You funny, funny lady. You funny, thick lady. Bang! Boom! I'm not healing, by the way. Who's the real winner? Oh, I guess she is. Sorry, everybody, I'm not the Invisible Gunslinger anymore. See ya! End the episode, because I am no longer fit to be called the Invisible Gunslinger, because I got my ass beaten by a fat lady. Well, she's not even that fat. She's like average. I would say average. I, on the other hand, am not average by any sense of the mean. Roll the dice. 7. Oh, shit. Oh, my hubris. Oh, I've been hoisted by my own petard. I really have, but I'm not gonna... Hold on, maybe I need to wait for everything to reset and then reverse hollowing, because that seems to maybe cause the problem. There's that flesh. There we go. I think that's been the problem that's causing the crashing, is that, there we are, revival. Man, Mildred kicked my ass! Whew. My voluptuous ass. Mildred, come out and fight me, coward. Well, that you've already won. Mildred. Man-eater Mildred, my feet are gone. I can't use my shield because of you, you freaking bag lady. But I will show you who's the real. That other one didn't count. That obviously didn't count. I parried at the wrong time, and that caused a whole bunch of problems. We weren't even in the arena. Mildred. Mildred. Come along. You know what? Here. Oh, wait. I can't use my shield. Fuck. I was going to say I'll use my cracked shield just like you. Meet me in the arena. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, she's a polite lady, is Mildred. Come along, Mildred. Woo! I love when she runs like that. It's so funny. Oh, shit. I punched her. I was going to block, but I punched her instead. That was funny. Oops. Not healing either. Because she can't heal. By that logic, I really should, Oh. Oh. I thought that was going to be a lot harder. I got my ass beaten by her. Mildred. That's a name you don't come across too often. Hey. Now I can adopt the persona of Mildred. Obviously, I've been ousted as the Invisible Gunslinger, so I now must be... Where the fuck is her... here it is. Yes. I now must be Mildred. Although I think I'm about 30 pounds too light to be Mildred, but, as you do. Oh, that's right! I forgot! I can two-hand weapons as long as they're within a certain strength percentage or something. So my options aren't as limited as I thought, because I can dual-wield stuff as long as they're within a certain parameter. Hey there, ghost. But I unfortunately cannot access or use Mildred's weapon, but I'll keep it in my inventory just as a memento. Okay, but seriously though, whoopsie. I still can't use the battle axe because I got switched up. So let's go back to the regular club. No more shield. Bye-bye shield. I'm sorry, we can't use you because, unfortunate things. Black leather gloves. What did I have before? Oh, black leather boots. And give me... See, the Shadow Mask gives you 9. But this one gives you 19. Yay! Weight constrictions. Or restrictions. Oh, wait! I just realized, because I don't have the shield on, perhaps I can equip more heavy stuff. So 27, I need something better than 27. That's really heavy. 30? No. Oh, it gives me false hope for a second. Okay. Shadow Gauntlets. Look at this. The Shadow Gauntlets give me the same amount of defense from hitting attacks, but they are 0.2% less, or 0.2 pounds less. At least I assume it's in pounds. Who knows? This one. Nice. And then let's see if we can do the legs. Again, I'm sorry, I'm experimenting around a lot. Actually, that's okay. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Lovely. Thankfully, everybody, we are very, very close to the next boss. Actually, let's repair some of my equipment. Let's get it up. But before we head over to the next boss, we need to do some scouting around for some items. And, unfortunately, we're going to take off the wolf ring and we're going to put on the blue tearstone ring because we are going to get poisoned. And because of that, I want to know when our health is getting very low. I want to have some indication of when it's time to heal. Because as you can hear from this hissing sound, I have become poisoned. And, unfortunately for me, there are leeches in this game. Terrible, terrible leeches. Remember earlier when I said when we were killing the shit monsters that we could find other enemies, terrible enemies, to farm the large titanite shards off of? Those are the ones that I was talking about. There we go. In case we didn't have the pyromancer set, we now do. These bugs, I swear these bugs. I see no reason in even killing these bugs. They give me so little anything, really. They don't drop anything good. They barely give me any good souls. They're really annoying and very persistent. Praise the sun. Where? Where is the sun? Oops. Wrong thingy. Sorry about that, guys. I know I didn't make a specific rule saying I wouldn't heal with humanity, but not a big fan. Not a big fan of healing with humanity. Because, like, those are temporary, or not temporary, those are limited items, yo. Unless you're willing to farm. And I don't want to farm in this. I really don't want to farm in this particular project, because it's already going to be long enough. Come at me, leeches. At least I assume they're leeches. Maybe they're giant tapeworms that have escaped from, like... Why did I think of the Magna Carta? Of all the things to think about in the whole universe, why did the words Magna Carta come to my mind? See, large titanite shard. I think I only got one, but I think there's another item called green titanite that is used for lightning magic, something or other. And when you kill these guys, you get 5 titan, or 3 or 5 titanite, green titanite from their bodies. So this, if you wanted to farm green titanite, this is the spot to do it, because there are a ton of these things around here. They're everywhere. Look at these. Shit. They are all over the place around here. You can spend maybe about 20 minutes, and you can get all the green titanite you need to upgrade a weapon fully through the green titanite path. It's pretty freaking awesome, if you ask me. I mean, 20 minutes? I mean, yeah, you could mod the game or just buy them, but, I mean, these leeches are so easy to kill, and they're very, very, very close to a bonfire, so why not? Although I imagine this would be a traumatizing experience. Look at him spin! What the heck? I imagine this would be a very traumatizing experience, getting bitten by a leech as big as your body. Whatever the hell these things are. I don't even want to call them leeches, because what would they leech onto? He's still alive. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, they do give you one large titanite. They give you green, and they give you a lot, like 3 or 5. Serverer. And yes, by the way, I'm aware that this is a very, very dark area. And I'm not going to make a, it's called Dark Souls for a reason joke, because that's lame, lame, all kinds of lame. And look, there's the outside world way the heck up there. We are technically on the lower end side of the outside castle, or like, wherever. You see, up there is where we started off in the Undead Burg, and all of their shit trickles down, deep down, to Goblin Town. But we are not just here to view Goblin Town and experience the poor man's strife. We are also here to go this way, for a very important reason. And again, I'll remind you people, I will remind everybody here that, don't die. This entire area, the Gaping Dragon, Kirk, the basilisks, the leeches, everything was behind that locked door to the depths. All of this. So, if you were to ask me what is the most important item in the game, I would have to say the key to the depths. I mean, there's a lot of other really important items in the game, but really the item that I just can't see beating the game with at all, and that cuts off so many options and so much gameplay, is the key to the depths. Need humanity. Whatever. Like this big poison cloud that surrounds me. Secret ahead. Yes. This is actually... I'm very, 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 very proud of myself. Hey, look, now we can really cosplay as Mildred. This is one of the secret passageways that I kind of stumbled across myself. I was in here and I was like, no way is this just what it is. So I started hitting around, and then I found another one. Like, right here, another hidden pathway. And then I said, okay, Twin Humanities is pretty good, but then, if you go even further, there's another hidden wall that brings you down to the Great Hollow. And the Great Hollow is a very interesting place. Very, very interesting. I don't know if I'm going to go down here per se, because there's technically no boss down here that I need to fight and kill. I mean, there is some pretty interesting shit down here, I'm not going to lie. And for some reason, did you hear that whirring sound effect? That whir? Every time I walk down here, I get 400 souls. I don't know what it is. You get 400 souls every time you walk down here. No, I don't know if something just falls off when you walk down here or what. Holy shit, when did I get 68,000 souls? But yeah, you can go down in this big, big tree, this hollow tree. Down, 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 deep. But I'm glad I touched that bonfire. Maybe I'll come back here later, maybe I won't. It'll kind of be up to what people think. Because by the time I come back here, I'll be much, much further along in the game, so I'll see what people think. Would you like me to go down in the Great Hollow? Maybe it'll depend on time constraints and how much of the game I've already played, and or like how much is left and how long I've been recording and whatever. But I feel like we're making pretty good strides here. I feel like I've made some pretty darn good progress, at least for Dark Souls. I mean, I know some speedrunners have already beaten the game like 4 times over from where I am right now, like time-wise, but again, I didn't really want to run through this game. It's so fun. I love this game, and this is my chance to talk about it and really not pick it apart, but examine every little bit and why it's so great and so fun. And look at that ominous little cave over there. Let's keep on trucking. Let's get back to this bonfire so we don't have to run all the way back from the Great Hollow. Surprisingly, the poison hasn't really caused me many problems. Okay, I kindled that bonfire. I didn't kindle the Great Hollow yet. That's okay. Shit. Now, there is another way that we can go. There is an upper path back upwards. But I really don't want to go that way because there's a ton, and I mean like 15 at least of those dart guys. And they just destroy you. And I don't feel that the reward that you get for going up there is worth the risk of my 68,000 souls and my time and my effort. So I'm not going to go up there. But they do mark it very clearly. I do like that. So, remember when we first got into Blighttown and we saw those big guys with the clubs? This is their cousin. Where is he? There he is. The dung rollers. The dung beetles. They remind me a lot of Pikmin enemies. Because there's some enemies in Pikmin that can spawn boulders. Or bombs. Or whatever. And these guys can do the same. They can just pull these big rocks right out of the ground. Apropos of nothing. Dung Beetle Central. That attack frickin' hurts. Of course, so does my club. You know, I'm sure this is going to come back to bite me in the ass, but I'm really, really glad that my controller batteries haven't died yet. I have spares right here. I was anticipating that I'd be playing this game so much, or recording it so much, that my batteries would eventually die. And I'm waiting for it to happen. I get the feeling, ooh, great club, yes. That's a weapon I love to use. That's such a good weapon. Well, if you want to get really specific, it's not like the best weapon or anything. I just like it because it's fun, and it's fun to hit people with. Frickin' dung pile. Look at all those guys, by the way. They guard the entrance to that cave. Now, I'm going to go back in time just a little bit, back to when I first played this game, and I need to reminisce a little bit. Okay, so when I was playing through this game, up until this point, I hadn't had too many problems. I was still playing with my first character. I think it was my first character. We were still playing around, having fun, me and him. Good guy. Gilgamesh, great character name. But then after Gilgamesh got to level 60, and I realized that I'd been putting levels into resistance, which I figured, oh, you know, that helps with damage resistance, so the game will be easier if I put more into, you know, resistance. Why not? And then a friend told me, because he was really interested in seeing me, or like talking to me about how Dark Souls was going, because he was really into it. Good old Johnny. That was his name, Johnny. He was really interested in seeing how I was doing with it, and he's like, so where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm here. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still here. Like, I'm still kind of cruising around. He's like, have you beaten this thing? And I'm like, no. He's like, what level are you? I'm level 60. He's like, oh, wow, that's awful. Like, what? Wait, why are you having such a hard time? And I was like, I don't know. Here are my stats. And I showed him my stats, and he's like, oh, you've been putting points into resistance. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Resistance, all it does is it gives you slight immunity to poison and toxic, and that's it. I think maybe bleed too, just a little bit. And he's like, it's really not worth your time considering everything else that you can do stats-wise. And the fact that poison and toxic not only doesn't really kill you that much, it's not even in the game that much. It's not that big of a presence. So you don't need to worry about it hardly at all. And there's even items in the game that cure you from poison and toxic that you can easily buy. That's, if you know where to go, you can completely nullify poison and toxic. So resistance is a completely useless stat. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. Why didn't anybody tell me? So I scrapped my character out of shame. Pure shame. Just like, oh, man, now I can really start playing. And I started as a redheaded lady. I forget exactly what her name was. I think I have a screenshot of it somewhere. I'll need to double check. Maybe when I pause the recording here in a little bit. I'll go back and I'll double check what exactly that character's name was, because it was a good one, I think. But it was the character that I beat the whole game with the first time around. But I do believe, as Gilgamesh, I got here to this point in the game, and then I doubled back and went to a different area, because this boss was too hard for old Gilgamesh. Frickin' bugs. Hate them. See, and they rise out of wherever. I don't even know if they stop spawning. Just weird. But, shit. Where did that come from? Hold on, something's attacking me. It's so dark in here. The contrast is horrible. I'm sorry. Bugs. Oh, it is that guy. Okay. We'll kill this last guy because he's one of the last guardians. And again, I don't have a problem killing these guys because more souls for me. I say as I pray to God I don't lose my souls. Do that sweeping attack. Again, sorry if this is nearly unwatchable, guys, but Dark Souls tends to do this a little bit, at least on my files, where the contrast just kind of goes out the window sometimes, especially in Blighttown. Blighttown is the worst visual, I think, except for maybe one other Don't You Even Dare. Except for one other area. Hit him in the leg. Perfect. Okay. Oh, shit. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have messed around so much. Shit! There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay, 2 heals. But anyway, point is, I got to this point as my first character, and this part, what's in this cave, concerned me greatly. It scared the fuck out of me. Like, up to this point, I'd seen a lot of stuff. I'd seen the Capra Demon, I'd seen the Tauros Demon, I'd seen a lot of stuff, okay? And I'm not squeamish whatsoever. But what's in this cave? Super, super freaked me out. Welcome to Quelaag's domain. And at first you're like, okay, we got giant sacks up there, whatever. This is obviously kind of some weird nest or something. There's like polyps on the ceiling, whatever. How bad could this really be? I mean, obviously this is kind of looking a little spidery, but, you know, whatever. And then you come across these poor, unfortunate souls. Indeed. I literally sat there with my hand over my mouth, aghast at these things. Try kicking my asshole. Try attacking. If you attack this fellow, many horrible parasites will come out of his body and attack you. And they are very hard to hit, and they do a lot of damage, and they can attack very quickly. And just the idea of a human being being so corrupt. This is body horror. If anybody asks you, what's the difference between, like, horror and body horror, this is body horror. This is the experience of having, like, a body corrupted by something. This is body horror. Obviously, giant tumors that are growing out of your flesh, using your flesh to propagate something horrible. It almost looks like it has a face. Hold on, give me my mouse. 1 second. Where is it? Right there, where my mouse is. It almost looks like a face sometimes. That's really scary. Sometimes from certain angles, I can see a face. Anyway, so now I'm sure what you're thinking is, what the hell could have done this? Like, what creature, what horrifying, nightmarish, disgusting thing could have caused such pain and misery? Well, you're about to find out.